Hey guys, welcome to another video for the Redmi K20 Pro, also known as the Mi 90 Pro, codename Raphaelin. Now this is a very significant video because this particular device has received the MIUI version update after a very long time. Remember, this is a device which is towards the end of life, so it has stopped receiving updates from Xiaomi. We do get MIUI 12.5.6 in the form of Xiaomi.eu, which is a custom ROM, and it comes with the October security patch. I've installed it last night, I've been using it, I've checked the battery backup, the benchmark numbers, the smoothness, a lot of things. So this is a complete review for you guys, which will give you a clear idea if you should install it or not. But before we get into the details, well, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell icon because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. If you like chatting with like-minded people with similar devices, join us on Telegram, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We are present everywhere. And last but not the least, if you think the hard work is worth the effort, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to Phone Ops. Let's get going. Alright, so let's see what we have here. We have the K20 Pro running MIUI 12.5.6. Now, I'm pretty sure this update has gone out to the Chinese users. That is the reason we see this in the form of Xiaomi.eu, and sooner it should start rolling out as a global update. Now, one of my complaints over here, not exactly a complaint, but my expectation you can say, is it would have been so great if they would have made this an enhanced edition update, because on the Mi 11X, the enhanced edition is doing a great job. So, let's leave off all the complaints aside and let's talk about the ROM in the first place. So the moment you go to my device, you will see that it says MIUI 12.5.6 by Xiaomi.eu. RFK CNXM stable. So this is definitely a stable update. Now if you go to what's new over here, you will notice it says general optimizations, fixes and latest translation updates. That's all that they have mentioned over here. And that's what it is for this particular update. If you ask me, are there any major new features? No, but are there subtle changes which will make you realize that yes, they have worked on the update? Absolutely yes. For example, you always get the system launcher, but this time if you press and hold over here, you will get the MIUI 13 style launcher in which you have the wallpaper shortcut over here, and then you have the widget shortcut over here with the new look of the widget menu, and you also have the settings shortcut over here for the launcher. Now the moment you go to settings over here, you have the -1 screen. You do have the system launcher, which is a good thing. You can change the search bar provider to Google, which I always do, and you do have the Google feed to the left, and you can enable or disable global icon animations. You can arrange items in recents in horizontally, as you can see over here, and that works absolutely fine. To the left, you do have your Google feed, which works absolutely fine. Even on a 60 Hz display, just have a look. Even though it is asking for a refresh, let's go ahead and update this. Right. So it updates real quick and it is smooth. It is really smooth. So that is a really good thing by Xiaomi.eu. Now remember, the global update or the Indian update for this particular version of 12.5.6 for the K20 Pro might probably be the last ever stable update for this device, or maybe it'll get MIUI 13. I'm not really sure. So get this update and see how the performance is, because Xiaomi.eu has always been ever so smoother than the official update. So this is Xiaomi.eu we are looking at. So put your expectations for future updates accordingly. Now, if you go to the quick tiles over here, you have your usual stuff. You do have your notifications over here, and you have your control center over here. And then if you go to settings, you have your usual stuff like Xiaomi.eu or MIUI China. Nothing new over here. But if you go to wallpaper and personalization, you now have this library which contains your super wallpapers. And the super wallpapers, trust me, are working really well. As you can see over here, the transitions are really beautiful, really smooth. They have been like this always, but yes, now it feels even more smoother. If you go to the security app, you will notice that they bumped the security app version to the latest one, that is 5.6.0, which gives you access to the latest Game Turbo. So say if I go to one of the applications which I've enabled Game Turbo for, you will notice that the moment Game Turbo kicks in, this is Game Turbo 4.0, which definitely comes with the performance mode, and that's what we've done the benchmarks on. That is something really neat to see. At the same time, if you go ahead and open MI video over here, so let's go ahead and look for MI video. Right, this is MI video. It's ever so slightly updated, smoother and faster compared to how it was earlier. Not that it matters because I don't use it. You do get this video toolbox, which works really smooth. You have the option of cast, screenshot, play video, sound, style. So you get different, color styles over here for your video. So that option is there. But another, thing here is that advanced features like the smart toolbox, which was recently introduced in the 11X, is missing over here. You have game turbo, floating windows, front camera effects and stuff like that. Under MIUI lab, you have AI preloading as well, right? So not many new features, but yes, there are substantial features which will make you feel that the device has been updated, which is always a good thing. Now, if you ask me other things like UI, smoothness and stuff like that, just have a look at these app icon animations. They have always been great on Xiaomi.eu and they continue to do so. The camera app hasn't gotten any new features, right? Let me show you that real quick. So if you actually go to more features over here, you will see that it has the usual set of features. It doesn't have anything new, but the camera app works absolutely fine. I still feel from the older devices, this device has a very, very good camera application and camera clarity. So if you go to gallery over here, now as you can see over here, the gallery app as well hasn't gotten any new major updates over here, but it is the new gallery UI. So that works absolutely fine. So if you go to settings, as you can see over here, you do have cloud storage, sync with cloud and all the other options. And if you say go to maybe edit a particular photo or video, you do get the new sky filters, new editing filters, and all those features are definitely available. If you go ahead and take a screenshot, you now get the new screenshot editor, which is a really, really good thing. So you can also add device frame, as you can see over here. That's excellent. So for example, I make YouTube videos. So if I wanted to make a thumbnail, what I would do is I would do this, add device frame, and then I can go ahead and save this. You can see I can also go ahead and do that once again. This is a really, really neat feature for a lot of reasons. So add device frame feature is there. The new editing features are available. So all in all, they are making changes. They are making the K20 Pro even better than what it was earlier. And as I did state earlier, if you go to all specs, you will notice over here, it does get the October security patch, which is really, really neat. And this, of course, comes with the PERF kernel. Now, with all that said and done, basic features, basic functionality like safetynet will pass because, hey, this is Xiaomi.eu and we have not rooted yet. So as you can see, safetynet passes. If you go to DRM info over here, you will see that widevine is L1. So Amazon content should play in HD along with Netflix. That is a good thing. Now let's go ahead and quickly talk about the benchmark numbers over here. Right. Now this is the CPU throttle test. CPU throttle to 92% of its max performance and average was 179,354 GIPS. So that is a very decent score. Moving on, if you talk about Geekbench real quick, I was a little disappointed by the Geekbench score because the single core score is a little low. 715 single core, 2694 multi-core. Still, or for a ROM which is based on stock MIUI, these are decent enough scores. And if you talk about N2 benchmark over here, 514,689. This is definitely low. It did lose 5% battery and increase the temperature by 4.2 degrees. Now, if you talk about the battery over here towards the end of the video, let's have a look at the battery life. And we also don't get the performance, profile option over here. As you can see, I've been on battery for 9 hours and 35 minutes. I've used the device for 1 hour and 30 minutes and the phone has been on standby for quite a lot of time, as you can see over here. But still, we are at 70% battery. So the battery backup is definitely on a good side. And remember, this is a device which is more than 2 years old, so the battery has aged as well. And fast charging of 27 watts for me has been working absolutely fine. So all in all, if you ask me, Xiaomi.eu 12.5.6 stable, a very good update if you're not expecting top-notch performance like you get from custom ROMs or ROMs based on MIUI with Marisa kernel and stuff. So if you want to use this as a daily driver, this is definitely a go-to ROM. Flash it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at Phone Ops. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.